Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. Today we're going to do just a basic resin pour over an existing acrylic painting and then a clear coat over a resin painting. So this is really just Resin Basics. So let's go over first our materials. First we have a blowtorch, cups to measure with, gloves, stir stick, and your resin. Okay, now to get started on our paintings. I have measured out equal parts of my resin and hardener, and I'm adding one to the other in a clear cup. I'm going to stir it really well with a plastic stir stick, scraping the edges and sides as I go to make sure it's really well incorporated. You can see how as I'm mixing, it gets cloudy and you can kind of see some stringiness inside as the two things mix. And as you get them all mixed up, it will start to get clear again and you won't have quite the stringiness. Okay, all the resin is mixed up, so I'm just going to start adding it to my two paintings. The painting on the right is one I did with acrylic, and that already has one coat of resin on it. And in between coats of resin, I sand down with some sandpaper, 80 or 120 grit, and then clean it off. And the painting on the left is an all resin painting. So both of these are just going to get a nice clear coat. So I apply it all over the top and then use a gloved hand to spread it out. And resin is self-leveling, so it doesn't have to be perfect because it will settle into any gaps or areas that you may have missed. I do like to pick my paintings up though and run my finger over the edges because I think it's a little bit easier to cover the edges smoothly with my hand as opposed to doing it with a stir stick like you see right now. So after your painting has resin all over the tops and sides, you just want to pick up your blowtorch and run it over the top until you see all of the bubbles that may have formed from mixing pop. And this really gives it that glassy, clear coat. And if you don't have a blowtorch, you can try blowing on it with just your breath or maybe using a heat gun or a blow dryer, but just be careful that you don't keep it in any one area for too long because it could burn the resin. So now I'm happy with the finish of both of these paintings, and to the one on the left, I'm just going to add some micro glass. You can get it at your craft store. I really like to play with the textural differences between the ultra smooth glassy resin and the real texture of this micro glass. So I'm just going to finish the painting on the left with a little bit of that, and then it's going to be done. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. If you like this content, please leave me a comment and let me know what you would like to see next. And also, don't forget to hit subscribe.